Today we're going to be talking about Mammy and Sambo. Hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about some racist toy history. The Mammy stereotype was born out of American slavery during the 18th and the 19th century. White slave owners created this image to justify the enslavement of black women, especially those who worked inside of the home as cooks, nannies, for the white children and caretakers. The idea that they wanted out there is that if the mammy was fat, smiling, and loyal, then slavery just wasn't that bad. This stereotype painted black women as non sexual to basically ignore that white men just wanted to rape black women. And they did rape black women a lot. They also wanted to paint black women as deeply devoted to white families, especially white children, and naturally suited for servitude. Basically, strong, non sexual, and safe for white households. After the Civil War and during Jim Crow, the mammy figures were commercialized in books, postcards, salt shakers. They're basically making money off of a racist stereotype that white people wanted to be put out there, white slave owners, because they wanted to make black women look a certain type of way. They really just can't take slavery being gone, so they need to make sure they have to push this idea out. Like, look, guys, this is not bad. Enslavement of black women isn't bad. Enslavement just isn't bad. Like, we need them. We need them to raise our kids. We need them. So I can R word them all day. And y'all just don't know and just ignore it. These women are not desirable. They're just for our kids. They're just for to be here and to help our household, and we could just do whatever the fuck we want with them. Clean our dishes, do whatever. And on the side, I'm gonna rape them. But, like, hey, you don't know that. Look, they're docile, they're nice, they can raise their children. So basically, that's what they're doing. They're pushing that idea out there. And they eventually start selling the dolls. Because I told you, they're pushing this out there so it can make black women look like they're deeply devoted to white families during, slavery. This was all during slavery, even after Civil War, and during Jim Crow. They were not going to give up. By the late 1800s, white people would start creating Mammy. So these white doll makers would make them, some of them handmade, but by the 1920s, companies started to mass produce this idea out there. This is not just a doll, this is a representation of what they want people to think a black woman is, what they look like, how black women can help serve white families and help raise and get raped by white men. Because the doll is a distraction. So if having this doll out there and having it work, oh yeah, black women belong here with us, just really helping for black women to continuously get raped while enslavement was happening. They wanted to promote it so that way black women could also help raise children, like I already said. Just have to say this so you guys get the point. So yes, they would sell this doll in plastics as well and in cloth. They were marketed as safe and loving companions, like I said, to push this idea out there. They marketed this for white children, just reinforcing racial hierarchy in the home. Which honestly reminds me of a doll named Sambo, which we're going to get into now. So, Sambo comes from a children's book, the story of little black Sambo. The story was written in 1899, written by a white Scottish woman living in colonial India. The story started out with it being about an Indian boy, but of course, American publishers changed it. They changed the illustration to depict a black child. Stereotypical minstrel like features, like I already showed you. This story, of course, became widely popular in the South and in the US because blackface was already mainstream entertainment in the South, so of course it's going to be popular in the South. We know why for the US. The character Sambo quickly became a meaning for lazy, happy, dumb black boy, always smiling even through poverty or humiliation. Toy makers, of course, took this opportunity quickly to start making Sambo. Quickly to make cloth dolls, rubber figurines, and wind up versions. These were created in the 1900s. Sambo dolls were usually created with exaggerated facial features like a wide grin, just like in this book here. Just like with this doll here that I talked about in my last video. And just like Mammy. This is the depiction they want to put out of black people over and over and over and over again. It shows. Many were sold in novelty shops, state fairs, department stores, alongside of other racist merchandise. Like coon cards, minstrel figurines. This shit was just normal back then. It's okay to do. As we know why. I already told you what time period this was. It's just disgusting. Sambo actually became a caricature for black children, especially black boys. Any black boy doll with exaggerated features will be called a Sambo. And if a black boy doll is becoming a Sambo to white people, guess what else they probably think when they see black boys? Probably think, Sambo. They even had coin banks appear around the 1800s and the 1920s. They just love making money off of us. This was just a trend to do. They would have Mammy lifting a hand to her mouth, Sambo's head tilting back with an open mouth. When a coin would enter the figure would eat it. These banks would mock black people and make them look subservient. Get it? Yep, subservient is going to be a continuous word that you're going to hear because that's what they wanted. This is what these white people wanted black people to look like. So they can continuously rape black women, continuously have them raise their children, continuously do everything they need to do in the household. And did I say rape black women again? Yeah, so they can continuously do that too. These banks would often have titles like Feed the Darky or This Term. So the reason why I also mentioned Sambo is because both Mammy and Sambo were both designed to comfort white children. Also reinforce power dynamics, falsely portray slavery and segregation as benign, mock black people's appearance and intelligence, teach white kids that black people were made to serve them, to entertain them. These were intentional creations. History just continues to repeat itself because if you haven't got a clue yet, Sambo looks like this, right? Here's Mammy, the same depiction, the red smile, the dark skin, making them happy, go lucky for white people to enjoy, non-threatening looking, just perfect for the white household. White people also seem to love to just profit off of these racial stereotypes. They just love to keep making books about black people. They even went as far as to make postcards and making her look however they wanted her to look. And even today, the same black stereotype seems to keep coming up over and over and over again. It just won't ever end, except this one is more subtle, I guess. They even made salt shakers of this woman. They just want to profit off of black people. They went as far to make a damn salt shaker. Like, you probably have this in your grandma's house. Go. No, I'm serious. Go check, because this was so normalized back then. And I would see videos of people having their grandmothers have this in their house, just laying around their kitchen or living room like that shit is normal. Having a mockery of black people just sitting down on the kitchen table having a damn salt shaker. Like, no, I'm serious. Go check your grandmother's house. Go look around their attics, because this was so normalized. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys found something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video up so I can get pushed in the algorithm. And please subscribe to me. I have a goal. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys. Bye.